I? Chris, Christmas time is here. Happiness and cheer. Fun for all that children call their favorite time of the year. Snowflakes in the air, carols everywhere, olden times and ancient rhymes of love and dreams to share. Sleigh bells in the air, beauty everywhere. Yuletide by the fireside, and joyful memories there. Christmas time is here, families drawing near. Oh, that we could always see such spirit through the year. Linus, I just can't seem to get into the Christmas spirit. I know I really should be, with all the holiday cheer and joy. I should be feeling like everybody else is, all happy and everything. But for some reason, I just can't get into it. I guess it's because I don't really understand Christmas. Charlie Brown, you're the only you're the only kid I know who can take a holiday as simple as Christmas and turn it into a problem. Maybe Lucy's right. Of all the Charlie Browns in the world, you're the Charlie Browniest. Sleigh bells in the air, beauty everywhere. Yuletide by the fireside, and joyful memories there. All right, that didn't sound too bad there. What's going on, everybody? This your boy King Gabe here, and yes, oops, my bad. Thought I had the sound off there. But anyway, um, we're here, another Christmas story time. A little late, of course, but like I say, I think that happened. Yeah, but not and might possibly be the same tomorrow night. Just saying. For one thing, because I actually have a schedule a time I haven't had in a while there. 8 to 4 tomorrow, so it's actually not early morning, but it's not late at night either. So it's kind of in the middle. So yeah, let's see what happens. But we will be here though. We will be here tomorrow. But as for tonight, Charlie Brown. That's what we finna read. Let me plug in my phone in real quick, yeah, so it can charge while I'm doing this here. Let's see. Okay, you're supposed to charge, man. There we go. All right. Acting kind of weird. So let me bring out the book. Yep, there it is. A Charlie Brown Christmas. Very authentic book here, there, man. So yeah, it's kind of got and it's based and as we all know, anybody who's seen the Charlie Brown Christmas special on TV, this is pretty much the book version of it here. So obviously, just like with the Grinch and Frosty the Snowman, I will be sharing as I read. I'll be sharing some things about the TV special, and in addition to that, some Charlie Brown Peanuts history that just a little bit that I know about there, from watching the show as well as also other Christmas specials that they had there that I know about. So and like I say, some of the Charlie Brown cartoon episodes that I kind of know about a little bit there. That's kind of what I mean by my history. So yeah. So let's go and dive right on into this here. Uh, let's say, let me give me just a say. I know I should be already ready when we start this, but hands are really dry and it is bothering the heck out of me. So get some lotion real quick there. Booah! Wait, it's getting no better than that. So yeah. By the way, this is some good lotion right here. Vaseline, soothing hydrate, uh, 48-hour moisture hydration. Of course, you gotta. Of course, when wintertime comes, that's a little different there. But hey, it. But like you say, it is what it is. You know. This green one, I like this green one better there. There is a brown bottle one there. I'm not. I don't think this is the only two that I've seen from my store at Kroger. This green and a brown one, and the brown one actually is cocoa butter. Which, yeah, technically the cocoa butter is pretty good too. I use it sometimes too. Uh, but I like this green one the best though. Like I said, I use both of them, but the green one feels ooh, it feels good too. It's a Lira Vera, and anybody that doesn't know, a Lira Vera is a I think it's a let me make sure, but I'm pretty sure it's a cactus leaf there. Okay, just come on, so I can type the key password in. Okay, so let me type in. Hey, what's going on, Janara? I'm glad to see you here. Let's see, is a Lira Vera a cactus? Cactus. Okay, yes, yes. Oh no, technically, it's not a cactus. Okay, they're from the cacti family, but okay. Hmm. With all those spikes that the aloe vera and Kroger have, I would have thought it was a cactus. We did actually used to have cactus leaves at Kroger, though. Oof, don't you try putting those things out; them things stick your fingers. So yeah, but point is, I like this better. Yeah, but the cocoa butter's still good. Yes, all right. So oh no, I didn't. Well, honestly, I don't know. I don't be knowing who's gonna show up until I get here. But it's all cool. It's all cool. Like I say, and it's, hey, I just put the invite out, and hey, they come. I say it's all good, Janara. I say, yeah, like I say, so into a Charlotte Brown Christmas. Good grief. But they actually got jingle bells in here with the notes that you can actually play on the piano with Schroeder. Oh, okay. Oh, hey, it's okay. It's all cool. And now, I mean, it's been pretty. I mean, because I know we all got our little things and stuff like that, especially on this end there. Yeah, I'm trying. Like I say, I tried to. Matter of fact, a little insight. I tried to get a little work done on my fourth Yumiko novel yesterday. I didn't really get much. I got a little bit, but I did. I had some other things I had to take care of there outside of here and work. Adult life stuff, bills and stuff like that, and then also doing some. Also did a little Christmas shopping there too. So there was that there, but and other important stuff I had to take care of before doing the Christmas shopping. So yeah, so yeah, yeah, like I say, yeah, I know we all do this, and I know my boy EJ, he be busy. Oof. And I just talked with him yesterday while I was out running about there on his over at the library where he works at. Yeah, he was working on some stuff for next year for the library there. So yeah, so we got take a look here. Yeah, that's what I meant. They got notes and stuff, the jingle bells there. Yeah, that's pretty interesting there. Um, I don't know, as a if you see anybody who's seen the Charlie Brown special, there was that scene where Lucy's like, "Hey, by the way, can you play Jingle Bells?" Do 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 do. No, no, no. I mean Jingle Bells. Deck them halls and all that stuff. Do 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 do. No, no, no. I mean Jingle Bells. You know, Santa Claus and presents to pretty girls. Dum 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 dum. That's it. Yeah, my boy EJ did a reenactment of that scene. It was funny. I said, well, EJ, I guess Lucy grew up and her and Schroeder must have broke up, and now she got her eyes on you. He just said, nah. He just said, nah, he ain't gonna go for things. Lucy not faithful. So, yeah. Lucy kind of be bouncing around, and um, I would say the same with Peppermint Patty. I'm not so sure. Not so sure about Peppermint Patty though, but Lucy, yeah. Yep. So, right, get into the story here. So I like the artwork in here too. Take a look at this picture. It's pretty. It's a pretty good way that they got them animated in the book here. Mm-hmm. Great picture there. Christmas time was here. Soft snowflakes floated down from the sky. The sweet sound of carols filled the air, and everyone felt happy. Well, almost everyone. And of course, in the TV special, there was a song that I sang at the beginning of all this. Mhm. I think there must be something wrong with me, Linus, Charlie Brown told his friend Linus. See, Christmas is coming, but I'm not happy. I just don't understand Christmas, I guess. I always end up feeling depressed. Charlie Brown, you're the only person I know who could take a wonderful season like Christmas and turn it into a problem, Linus replied. Maybe Lucy's right. Of all the Charlie Browns in the world, you're the Charlie Browniest. Charlie Brown thought Linus might be on to something. He decided to go to Lucy's booth for some advice. Of course. Good grief. A little fun fact, I actually, you know how Linus always has that blankie with him? When I was a kid watching the Charlie Brown cartoons, I actually tried to do like Linus and carry a blanket around once. I think it was an old bath. It was a blue bath towel I was using for a blanket that my mom let me use, and I caught myself trying to carry it around like Linus. I couldn't quite get into it. Even like as a kid, and even now, but more well as a kid and now, I'm more of a stuffed animal person than a blanky person. Yeah, I know that is a security thing with a lot of kids. Yeah, pretty normal. Some kids have that security blanket there. Me, like I said, I'm more of a stuffed animal guy. Which you probably could tell by all the stuffed animals in some of my videos on here. Yeah, so yeah, it's just me. 5 cents, please, Lucy greeted him. Charlie Brown dropped a nickel into Lucy's can. Lucy shook the can. Oh, I love hearing the beautiful sound, cold hard cash. Oh, money, 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 money. Oh, I love to hear that sound. Money, 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 money. Mm. So, what seems to be your trouble? I feel depressed, Charlie Brown told her. I think we better pinpoint your fears, said Lucy. If we can find out what you're afraid of, we can label it. Are you afraid of staircases? If you are, you have climbiophobia. Or maybe you have pantheophobia. Like, oh, and before she got to that, it's like, oh, let's see. Let me look up all the different phobias because she mentioned them in the special there. Yeah, let's see. Different kinds of phobias and their meaning, of course. Okay. So, all right. So maybe let's see. Maybe you have arachnophobia. That's the fear of spiders. Let's say, wait, or maybe let's see. Or maybe you have. Let's see. Now I'm trying to stick with the ones that end with phobia. Let's see. Fear of spiders. Well, I tell you. Oh wait. I got a better idea. The phobias that Lucy mentioned in A Charlie Brown Christmas. Okay, there we go. All right, now we okay. That's better. Okay, include maybe you have hypogenophobia, the fear of responsibility, or say, or irudioph- I can't even pronounce this one. It's the fear of cats. Or maybe climophobia, the fear of stairs, or thalassophobia, the fear of the ocean, or maybe gyrophobia, the fear of bridges, or maybe you have pantheophobia. What's pantheophobia? It's the fear of everything. I think that's what Wade has in Garfield and Friends in the USA cartoons. That's it! Charlie Brown cried out, shouted so loudly Lucy flew out her chair as they always do. Actually, Lucy, my trouble is Christmas, Charlie Brown admitted. I just don't understand it. Instead of feeling happy, I feel sort of let down. There's a picture there. Now Lucy had that little boot there. That would be interesting if you get psychiatrist to help you for 5 cents. But of course, I don't. Yeah, that's not going to happen in real life because mostly because you got to think in terms of they got they got to make a living, spending time helping you out, stuff like that. So it's because I wouldn't go to Kroger and expect to be paid 5 cents a day. Oh no, that ain't gonna work. No, I need a whole lot more than 5 cents a day. How about 5 cents an hour? Nope, I need more than 5 cents an hour. Because I don't have no 1 penny bills. So, ooh boy. I know how you feel, Charlie Brown. I feel the same way. Every Christmas is always the same. I always get toys or clothes or some other stuff like that. I never really get what I want. What do you want? Real estate. Lucy knew what would help. You need to get involved. How would you like to be the director of our Christmas play? Charlie Brown smiled, and he and Lucy made plans to meet at the auditorium. As Lucy went off, Snoopy walked by holding a box of lights and decorations. Charlie Brown followed him to his doghouse. What's going on here? He asked his dog. Snoopy handed him a piece of paper. Charlie Brown began to read out loud. Find the true meaning of Christmas. Win money, money, money. Spectacular, super colossal neighborhood lights, Christmas lights and display contest. Charlie Brown looked up from the paper and groaned. Ah, my own dog is going commercial. I can't stand it. Good grief. Next, Charlie Brown ran into his sister Sally. I've been looking for you, big brother. Will you please write a letter to Santa Claus for me? Sally asked. Sally began telling Charlie Brown what she wanted him to write. Dear Santa Claus, how have you been? Did you have a nice summer? How is your wife? I have been extra good this year, of course. So I have a long list of presents that I want. Please note the size and color of each item and send as many as possible. If it seems too complicated, make it easy on yourself. Just send money. How about tens and 20s? Tens and 20s? Charlie Brown cried. That didn't seem like the true Christmas spirit. Even my own sister gone commercial. What? All I want is my fair share. All I want is what's coming to me. Don't I deserve that? Is that too much to ask? Mm. Oh boy. I think Sally's kind of sounds like what I would hear later in the author Christmas special with DW with her Christmas list there. My dearest Santa. No, 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 no. That's too gushy. How about Hiya, Santa? Aw, that's way too friendly. Come on, Arthur. I only have a few Christmases in my whole life. What should I write? And little fun fact there about a lot of y'all probably didn't know, and I didn't know. DW from Arthur is actually voiced by a boy, and not just one boy, but there have been several actors for DW, and all of them are boys. I was like, man, you found that many boys to pull off her voice because I did not know. I actually thought it was a grown lady, sounding like a little girl. Because there was this one scene where they were drawing and and it's like, well, what did you draw? DW say, a stick, a stick from the park where you promised to take me today. And first thing I thought, like, oh my, she slipped out of character. And that's why I was thinking it was a grown woman, but but that was a boy behind the mic. Like, wow. Like I say, I know I kind of pulled off some female voices there, but I was like, dude, I gotta give you your props, man. What is your secret? Say, yeah. Ooh. All right. Mhm. At the auditorium, Lucy had an announcement. Quiet, everyone. Our director will be here any minute. We'll start rehearsal. Director, what? Patty? This must be a different Patty in here because I don't see Peppermint Patty in here. So, and I don't think Peppermint Patty was in the Christmas special there. Just trying to see. Yeah. Okay. It must be a different Patty there. Okay. Director, what director? Asked Patty. Charlie Brown, Lucy replied. Oh no, we're doomed, said Violet. Here he comes, said Lucy. Attention, everyone. Yay! And then I actually think some of them were booing, and then Soupy got caught booing. Man's best friend. Oh, hold on, my charger came unplugged there. Okay, when that happens. Okay, all right. Charlie Brown addressed the cast, but no one listened to him. They were all dancing as Schroeder played the piano. Do 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 do. Stop the music! Charlie Brown shouted into this megaphone. Okay, we're gonna do this play and we're gonna do it right. Lucy, get those costumes and scripts to pass them out. Hmm. Lucy walked right up to Frida and gave her script and costume. You're the innkeeper's wife. Did the innkeeper's wife have naturally curly hair? Frida asked. Lucy walked over to Pigpen. You're the innkeeper. Pigpen looked proud. In spite of my outward appearance, I shall try to run a neat inn. Lucy went over to Snoopy. You'll have to be all the animals in our play. Can you be a sheep? Bah! How about a cow? Moo! How about a penguin? He's even a good penguin. Mm. I don't think there were any penguins in the nativity, Lucy. Yeah, That would be really impossible too, because penguins need cold temperature to survive. Let's see. Yeah, didn't you learn that in school, Lucy? And then, of course, Snoopy started playing around with Lucy. Okay, everybody, we gotta take this seriously. We gotta have direction. We got. I oughta slug you. And Lucy and Snoopy kisses Lucy. Ah! I've been kissed by a dog. Someone get some iodine. Get some disinfectant. Ah! Ah! Soon all the parts had been handed out. It was time for Charlie Brown to direct. He asked Schroeder to set the mood for the first team, but as soon as Schroeder started playing, everyone started dancing again. Apparently, not the mood he was looking for. Hey, Lucy and Charlie Brown watched from the side of the stage. Isn't this a great play? Lucy asked. It's all wrong, Charlie Brown told her. Let's face it, we all know Christmas is a big commercial racket, said Lucy. But Charlie Brown was determined. Well, this is one play that's not going to be commercial. Yep. Well, what do you want? Lucy asked. The proper mood, Charlie Brown responded. We need a Christmas tree. Lucy thought this was a great idea. A big, shiny aluminum Christmas tree. That's it. I'll take Linus with me, said Charlie Brown. The rest of you practice your lines. Do 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 do. Oh boy. It's about this tree. Charlie Brown and Linus made their way through the snow to the Christmas tree lot. There were trees in all sizes and colors, big, bigger, pink and purple and red. They were all made of metal or plastic. Gee, do they still make wooden Christmas trees? Linus wondered. Yeah, actually they do. Um, I have not seen them sold at our Kroger lately, but I remember, um, not sure how far back, but I remember, um, while I would say kind of somewhere between 2010 and 2020, before the COVID and everything. We used to would get Christmas trees at Kroger, real ones, right, off this truck. And I remember it because me and I think like maybe one or two other guys that were in produce. Sometime it was me and the produce manager had to go and unload all these trees by hand off the truck with the help of the truck driver. And yeah, you imagine having all that pine on your clothes there. So yeah, I definitely remember that. So yeah, Linus, they do. Maybe if they do, they're not at my Kroger anymore, but somewhere they still probably are. But I'm gonna be honest, it's probably this is just me. Not, I mean, if you want to still do, chop down the tree or whatever, that's you. Probably like, especially like I guess if you're out in the country or something like that, that probably yeah, you probably wouldn't know what you're doing with that. Me, city folk, like all them city folks. But personally, I prefer getting an artificial tree, because while a real tree sounds like a good idea and probably does look good, the only problem is you don't know what's in the tree when you chop it down, and then you got it in your house, and oh boy. What up, EJ? What EJS in the house? Yes. Now we got both Janara and EJ. What's up? What's up? Reading about old Charlie Brown Christmas Day, and I just mentioned about how Linus asked, do they still make wooden trees? And I just mentioned how they probably do still make wooden trees, but It's been a while since I seen them at my Kroger though. Yeah, so, and yeah, my uniforms with all the pine smell on them knows that well. So yeah, me and the boss man unloading the truck of pine trees. Yeah. And sometimes other trees when it wasn't Christmas. I think like ferns and stuff like that. Okay, and that's when Charlie Brown saw it, the perfect Christmas tree. This little one, this little green one here, seems to need a home, said Charlie Brown. But Linus wasn't so sure. I don't know, Charlie Brown. Remember what Lucy said? This doesn't seem to fit the modern spirit. I don't care, Charlie Brown said. We'll decorate it, and it'll be just right for our play. Besides, I think it needs me. Ah, yes, the little tree that just needs love. There's a lot of light online that's there. And any of y'all ever watch Meet the Tyler Perry's Meet the Browns? There's a they did a reference to Charlie Brown Christmas in their Christmas special. Cora brought a tree just like that in there for their play, and Brown and it's like, what do you think about a tree? It's like, hey, Brown, what do you think about a tree? I think Charlie Brown missing his Christmas tree. Well, it's the best we can afford on the budget. Besides, all it needs is a little TLC, tender love and care. No, what that tree needs is a Lou Rawls telethon. So, mm, yeah, boy. And before they got back, since you're here, EJ, I'm gonna I'm gonna do that scene you did in one of your shorts. Hey, what kind of music is that, by the way? Beethoven music. Is Beethoven really that popular? What do you mean? I mean, have you ever seen his picture on a bubblegum card? How can you say someone famous or popular if they never had the picture on a bubblegum card? Good grief. Doom, 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 doom. Like, and Snoopy was there was a moment where Snoopy was dancing, and then for some reason they got mad at him. I don't know what that was about. And then Lucy says, by the way, can you play Jingle Bells? Doom 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 doom. No, 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 no. I mean Jingle Bells. You know, deck them halls and all that stuff. No, no, no. I mean Jingle Bells. You know, mistletoe and Santa Claus and ho 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 and presents to pretty girls. Do 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 do. That's it. Oh. We're back, Charlie Brown announced as he and Linus brought the little tree into the auditorium. The other kids couldn't believe what they were seeing. This tree was all wrong. You were supposed to get a good tree, Lucy told Charlie Brown. Can't you tell a good tree from a poor tree? Everyone laughed and walked away except Linus. Oh boy. Pretty much like how Mr. Brown reacted in Meet the Browns. It's like a Lou Rawls telethon. Charlie Brown turned to his friend. I guess you were right, Linus. I shouldn't have picked this little tree. Everything I do turns into a disaster. I guess I really don't know what Christmas is all about. Isn't there anyone out there who knows what Christmas is all about? Sure, Charlie Brown, said Linus. I can tell you what Christmas is all about. Linus walked into center stage and a lone spotlight shone on him as he began to speak. Yeah, you know what's about to happen here. And the spotlight just like that there. Lights, please. And there were in the same country shepherds abiding in the field, keeping watch over their flock by night, and lo, An angel of the Lord came upon him, and glory of the Lord shone about them, and they were so afraid. And the angel said unto them, Fear not, for behold, I bring you tidings of great joy, which will be to all people. For unto you born this day in the city of David a Savior, which is Christ the Lord. And this shall be a sign unto you. You shall find the babe wrapped in swaddling clothes, and lying in a manger. And suddenly there was with the angel a multitude of the heavenly host, praising God, and saying, Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace, goodwill toward men. That's what Christmas is all about, Charlie Brown. Yep. And that's one thing I definitely like about cartoons like Charlie Brown. Them, they they ain't afraid to mention about the Bible. Yep. Even Garfield had a moment of that in their Christmas special when they had Doc Boy say grace. They Doc Doc Boy, will you say grace, please? Oh, my Doc Boy. Uh, Lord, we just want to thank you for this food and for letting us all be here together on Christmas Eve. Amen. That was a. Oh yes, yes, I remember. Yeah, I definitely remember X Men did that. Wolverine was. Oh yeah, they. It took a while for them to get through the Wolverine on that, but he did come around there. And I think a lot of that was because of Nightcrawler. Yeah, 'cause remember Nightcrawler? He was real. He was. I think he was the X Men that was the pretty much the go to when it came to talking about the Bible or Jesus or anything like that. Yeah, Nightcrawler. That I mean he was passionate about that there. They even he was even like that in the X Men movie when they introduced him for the first time. I think they did a little bit of it in the second X Men movie. So yeah, yes. Don't be afraid to mention about Jesus Christ in your productions, Hollywood. Yep. It's like what Tyler and they tell you, Tyler Perry does. There was a silence in the auditorium as Linus walked back to Charlie Brown. Mhm. That's what Charlie Brown thought about what Linus had said and picked up the little tree and walked out the auditorium. Do 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 do. Charlie Brown looked up at the starry night sky and finally understood the meaning of Christmas. Linus is right. I won't let all this commercialism ruin my Christmas. I'll take this little tree home and decorate it. I'll show him. It will work in our play. Do, 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 do. Hmm. One could say that maybe he might have seen the Star of Bethlehem. Charlie Brown took his tree to a place where he knew there would be a lot of decorations. Snoopy's doghouse. He selected a shiny red ornament, but when Charlie Brown put the ornament on the tree, it collapsed. I killed it. Ah, everything I touch gets ruined. Ah, oh boy. Charlie Brown walked off in despair. A few moments later, the other children arrived. I never thought it was such a bad little tree, Linus said, as he wrapped his blanket around the base. It's not bad at all, really. Maybe it just needs a little love. Hmm. Yep, a little TLC, tender love and care. Hmm. Everyone began taking ornaments off of Snoopy's doghouse. Soon the little tree had transformed into a festive Christmas tree. Do 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 Do, 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 do. When Charlie Brown returned, he was stunned. What's going on here? He asked. And all the kids said, Merry Christmas, Charlie Brown. Hark the herald angels sing. Glory to the new. Oh, they actually got to hear the book. Okay, let me start again. I didn't realize it was in the book. Okay. Everybody began to sing, even Charlie Brown. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Peace on earth and mercy mild, God and sinners reconcile. Joyful all ye nations rise, join the trumpet of the skies. With angelic hosts proclaim, Christ is born in Bethlehem. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. And they all them big mouths. I was trying to keep from laughing so I could sing that right. Like I'm trying to see, how I look if I do that. Hey, right. I, I just they raised the mouth about, and that's all you can see is the mouth. So they do this, and I think Garfield even did the same thing there. Some in like a lot of the Garfield comics in the show, like when they scream or something, you just see their mouth. Ah, so, yeah. Oh boy, so that was the Charlie Brown Christmas book. It was really, and like I say, pretty much just like the special with a few little add-ins that I remembered from it. They did have some other Charlie Brown Christmas specials. I think they were like Christmas shorts there that they put together into. It wasn't like the Christmas, but it wasn't like a straight through, maybe like 20 to 25 minute special or anything like that. But they were like, yeah, it was like a collection of shorts there. That was, I think, like from 30 minutes to an hour all together. Um, they had one of them I remember was I think when Lucy was trying to find out if sister was in the Bible. So, and she found it and said, that means you owe me a Christmas present. And then they had one where Linus was trying to get a Christmas present for this girl at school. And she kept changing her name. So Linus didn't know who to write the Christmas present out to. And one day she comes up there, my name is Jezebel. Jezebel was the evil queen of the evil king Ahab. They say that her end came when she was thrown out of the window and fell out, and dogs ate her. Yeah, kid show. So yeah, but it was the truth though. That is how they got rid of Jezebel. So yeah, okay. So yeah, they had stuff like that. Oh, excuse me. Hmm. Not sure. I'm not sure. I remember what some of the other ones were. I do remember. They had like the Charlie Brown and Snoopy show. I had a VHS of a lot of shorts from that. You remember like the themes always like, let's have a party with Charlie Brown and Snoopy. We can go dancing with Linus and Lucy. Put on a smile and take for a while. Come on and dance along with Snoopy and the Charlie Brown. Woodstock will whistle, Sally will be singing. Marcy and Peppermint Patty will be swinging. Pick up your feet in time with the beat. Come on and dance around with Snoopy and a Charlie Brown. Get up and now we've got the beat. And then we got the up and beat. And we're dancing, 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 dancing with Snoopy and the Bee. Doo, 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 doo. Rita and Frederick, even little rerun. Bounce, Buck, and Snoopy, everybody's having fun. Let's not go home yet till we stick around. You know that redhead girl will come and dance with Charlie Brown. Ding. It's the Charlie Brown and Snoopy show. Duh. Ooh, we gonna. I tell. Yep. Cause yeah, I remember from that bit. You know what, EJ? You know, as some of what we might be doing next year, we definitely got to do some singing duets there. Yeah, we the singers of the group. Yeah, yeah, I know. Yeah, you hear me singing. I know you be having a voice in that choir. Who's on the Lord? Who's on the Lord's side? Where do you stand? Say, hey, you was leading that choir. So, yeah, we definitely got to do a duet there. Oh boy. So so yeah, some of the ones I remember from that VHS, they had one Peppermint Patty and Marcy. They had quite a few of them on there with them. Um, we can't stay here much longer, sir. We'll be late for school. Like, hey, no problem, man. No problem. Like, yeah, I've never seen it rain so hard, Marcy. It's raining cats and dogs, isn't it, sir? That's just a silly old expression, Marcy. And then Soupy and Woodstock fall out of the sky. I stand corrected, sir. It's raining birds and dogs. Don't get smart, Marcy. We better go, sir, or we'll be late. Yeah, and then I think Marcy kind of went on about different stuff with her fat until she's like, okay, good. We'll go to school now. Let's make a run for it. Yep. And then it was the whole thing with them being wet and stuff like that. Then they had one that started off, Peppermint Patty be falling asleep in class. Teacher said something. Womp, 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 womp. I know the answer. The answer lies in the heart of all mankind. The answer was 12, sir. I think I'm in the wrong building, Marcy. Womp, 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 womp. Yeah, you want to see me, ma'am? What to do, Marcy? Into the principal's office? Come on, you can tell me. I didn't do anything. I'm innocent. You should have slept more in class, Marcy. You get in less trouble that way. And Marcy got made. They made me a patrol person. A patrol person? They made you a patrol person? Isn't it exciting? I've always wanted to be a part of this. You're not jealous, are you, sir? Jealous? How could anyone possibly think I'm jealous? Yeah, she was jealous. And yeah, they had so it went for a while, and then Marcy started to get tired because she kept having to wake up early to do this before school. Probably why you wouldn't get a elementary kid to do something like this in real life, but TV. But it did take a toll on her, sort of like Kimberly with the gymnastics and Power Rangers. And so couldn't take it. Peppermint Patty got picked to take over, but I think it got to her too, although she always was sleeping in class. So yeah, they just like, I don't think we're up for this there. I feel just like Charlie Brown. Yeah, and then there was one with Sally where I think Snoopy ate her term paper. You swallowed my term paper. They come back here with my term paper. And well, actually, Snoopy took it. Then he ate it. Oh no! You stupid Beagle! You swallowed my term paper and dragged him all the way to her school. Sorry, I'm a little late, ma'am. I had a little trouble with my term paper. Anyway, here it is. And put Snoopy on her desk. Now, Matt, you know how kids say the dog ate my homework? Imagine if the kid brought the dog to class. Yeah, just imagine if you was in this position, EJ. You were you were Casey. Says y'all both got dogs, and the dog actually ate your homework as a kid, and y'all bring the dogs to class. Ma'am, my dog ate my homework. I brought him I brought him to prove it to you. I said I might. So they had that. And then there was one where I think Sally had had broke the ruler for that she borrowed from a kid there because she was measuring the highway with the ruler and the truck ran over it. What about my ruler? It's like you were using a ruler to measure the highway. Really, Sally? Oh my god. Mm, kids do the darndest things, don't they? And next up on Bill Cosby, kids say the darndest things. Sally, who measured the highway and it got run over by a truck. So it turned from a 12-inch ruler to three 3 inches. Actually, 4 inch rulers. Wow. Mm. So um so there was that, and Charlie Brown got Sally to apologize to the kids there, and buy him a new ruler. And I hope you learned a lesson about returning what you borrow. I sure did. It's a lot better than getting punched out. And the other one that I remember on that VHS with Peppermint Patty, something had happened at her school where she had to sit in Charlie Brown's. Well, actually, Charlie something happened at Charlie Brown's school because if I remember, Peppermint Patty and Charlie Brown go to different schools. So something happened at Charlie Brown's school where he. This is probably why we don't see Peppermint Patty. Why we only see her like every now and then because of the different schools. So a lot of the students got had to sit in the Peppermint Patty school and share desks with them with the other students. So Charlie Brown had to share a desk with Peppermint Patty. Yeah, and of course there was some difficulties there. Hey, welcome back, Janara. Welcome back. Yeah. So there was of course some difficulties there. Like the way Peppermint Patty and Charlie Brown were arguing, it's they I was you know you look back on it, it's like oh yeah, they sound like a married couple. So oh okay. Say it's all good. It's all good. Yeah. So and I think there was one point they got sent to the principal's office, and so after so then I think towards the end of the episode, like, well, ma'am, Chuck and I have learned our lesson. Chuck and I are gonna do much better this year. Chuck and I are gonna be Chuck and I, and eventually Charlie Brown's like, I can speak for myself. And then they get sent to the principal's office again. great, great going, Chuck. And there were I did have some other VHSs too. One, You're a Good Sport, Charlie Brown. The most I remember of that one was pretty much them in a motorcycle racing contest. Snoopy actually turned his doghouse into a motorbike. Well, I mean, he flies with it, battling the Red Baron, so why not? And Charlie Brown, I think there was it was something very odd about the bike he had, but I remember he actually won. Yeah, he won. He actually won the contest. Even beat Snoopy, who Snoopy was in the lead at one point, but Snoopy stopped to have a picnic, and Charlie Brown just rolled on right by, sort of like a reference to the tortoise and the hare. And I also remember before the race, they there was a tennis match going on between Snoopy and Woodstock there. So when Charlie Brown won the race, The prize was he got a kiss from this girl. It wasn't the redhead girl, by the way. It was another girl that I had not seen before. And the big prize was it was supposed to be like a discount on haircuts. And Charlie Brown's like, but my dad's a barber, and besides, I don't have much hair to cut. He actually won, but the prize he couldn't really get much use out of it. Man, that really sucks. Yeah, would have been nice if it was like a cash prize there. So I'm just saying. And then the other VHS was "You're in Love, Charlie Brown," and that one was where he was trying to get the little redhead girl. They didn't really show the little redhead girl in here, but I have seen some Charlie Brown cartoons here and there. I don't completely remember them, like beat for beat, but I do remember a episode where he actually saw. Well, I actually did see the little redhead girl. Charlie Brown actually got to dance with her or kiss her or something like that, and then turned out he was dreaming. Yeah. And I know she did make an appearance in the recent CGI Charlie Brown movie they had there. And Charlie Brown got a pretty big break there. Yeah, he even got to talk at the end of the movie because he helped do this project for her that she wasn't able to do. And she was like, "Oh, I'm so grateful that you did that project for us," and gave him a really big kiss. So that was pretty good that Charlie Brown got a break sometime, though. I know he lost a lot of things, even like in the movie A Boy Named Charlie Brown, but it was nice that he got a break sometime there. Yes. And yeah, You're in Love, Charlie Brown. Yeah, he was trying to little redhead girl. It was some funny moments where I think he got so nervous that he put a bag over his head at one point and bumped into Lucy. Good grief, Charlie Brown, you're ridiculous. I can't help it, Lucy. Pretty girls make me nervous. It's like, how come I don't make you nervous? I have a pretty face. Wasn't I the Christmas queen? You haven't answered, hmm? Okay, what's his name? That guy name. The wait, what is it? The alien girl. Oh my goodness. I was trying the way and I was trying to figure out how Lucy sounded that let's see. Let's see. I think I want to say Tommy was so. Yes, Tommy was so. Yeah, Lucy kind of pulled a Tommy was so. Yeah, like he did in the I think what that movie he was in, the best known for, was it the best known was The Room. Yeah, The Room. Yeah. Oh boy. You are tearing me apart, Lisa. So there was and then there was a part in there. Sally was supposed to be graduating from kindergarten to the first grade. They showed a brief moment of that. Um, there was a moment where he tried. I think Charlie Brown tried to talk to her while sharpening his pencil. That didn't work out. Turned out he was sharpening his pen. Then he got called to read. I think something he got called to read in front of the class. He accidentally read "Dear Little Redhead Girl, How I Long to Meet You." And then the whole background behind him turned into a bunch of ha 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 ha. And and I and then what was it was another moment he went out. I think he got some help from Peppermint Patty. He was telling her about the situation, and she said, "Oh, well, I'll help you, Chuck, old boy." Do you? I'm so. Oh, I'm sorry. I missed this message. Okay, so next the. Okay, I do apologize, Janara. I missed one of the thing, but okay. So see, Sestria, I think it is the Aquatar girl. Yeah. Let's see, Sestria. I think I want to say that's the one that Let's see, make sure I got the right one. Let's see, Sestria. Let's see, Sestria. Okay, yeah, the one. Well, yeah, in the Power Rangers Zeo when David Yost had left the show, they came up with this off screen. Um, but I actually um I was kind of, me and Christina were talking about, Billy after watching some episodes of Power Rangers, and I mentioned about like imagining you, Janara, as the like if you were the girl from Aquatar that Billy, hooked up with after Zeo and everything. So yeah, that's what I kind of hmm say work. Well, wait, what is it? Your work? People? Well, somebody said something about you guys there. Say, I know. Oh boy, yeah. Like I said, they hurt. Yeah, I trust me. I've had that happen. I've had stuff like that happen. People talk about me. Still do. They still. Sometime on my not a whole not quite the same as growing up in school, but yeah, you got some people. There's a few on my job, and then there's a few like on the internet and stuff like that because of what I do in here, and like matter of fact, I got somebody who was on my case about defending Yugi and Kaiba, the fact that they don't cheat in the show, but and they accused me of not watching the whole series. I'm like, yes, I did watch the entire Yu-Gi-Oh series. Yeah, so yeah, there's some pretty cruel people out there. I know they. Yeah, but like I say, one thing you gotta. Yeah. Well, one thing, like I say, one thing you definitely my mom would tell me this all the time, going to school and stuff like that. You know, because cause we do need to be reminded of it sometimes, and so it's not like sometimes we do it will get to us there. 'Cause, I mean, we are human. But that's why we have that's why God put us here to help one another out. What my mom always tell me, hey, don't let them get to you there. That you do. What you got going on. Like I say, them people they gonna talk to the end of time there. But as I say, and then like one thing Medea say from Tyler Perry, she say it's not what people say about you, it's what you is who you answer to. So if people are saying negative stuff, saying if okay, well, if people are saying stuff that you don't want, that you are that is that is upsetting to you there, then that's you don't need to respond to them. Yeah, because you give them attention, they're gonna keep on going. But that's one thing my mom told me about. Like when people talking about you, Gabe, you walk away and ignore them, they're gonna look pretty silly talking to themselves there. So yeah, so that's what you got to do. Mm. Well, if you're like I say, you gotta stand strong on what you believe in, Janara. No, yeah, like I say, don't let the if don't and say don't let anybody take that away from you. Because one thing about it, everybody gotta have something to stand strong on there. And that's like I say, I, people told. I had somebody I used to work with. I'm not gonna say the name, but somebody I used to work with on YouTube. His girlfriend. Uh, they got mad. They got mad at me about something, and pretty much shoved me to the side. And there was the. I remember I put up a video. I put up a video singing for our anniversary for I think singing happy birthday to Christina. And I think also one where I was singing the song that I sung at our wedding. And saying, I'm so glad we really do deserve each other. And this guy's girlfriend was going on talking about, well, he don't deserve her. So, like, what do you know? Yeah, so yeah, like I say, yeah, that's what I say. Haters are gonna really say stuff to bring you down, but you can't. But you got to be strong and don't let them bring you down. I know it's gonna hurt. I mean, and like I say, we're human. It hurts. It hurts a lot of us to hear that kind of stuff. But one thing about it, we can't let them have the power over us. Yep. Don't let them have the power over us. Like the Power Rangers. The Power Rangers struggle, but they get back up. They don't let Rita and Zed keep them down. Yeah, so that's how you gotta. Even when they were turned into little kids and had the power coins destroyed, they found a way to get those Zeo crystals and get back on top. So yeah, that's what you gotta do, Janara. You gotta say Billy is one of the Power Rangers. So you gotta be strong, just like he had to be strong. So do you, and I know you can be strong, Janara. So you look like you're a strong woman there. Hmm. Yep. So that's what you gotta do. That's what you gotta do. Let's say you gotta have the power. So yep. So that. Ooh, excuse me. Um, appreciate that. By the way, appreciate that. Yeah. Like I say, 'cause I know what it's like there. Yep. I'm gonna it's just a few other things I'm gonna mention before I close out. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. To close out. What I was mentioning with Charlie Brown. The When Peppermint Patty tried to help him out with the redhead girl. She got the message mixed up, and she that should be. Mm-hmm. Yep. Definitely. Yeah. Mm-hmm. She. That's exactly right. Now tell you, yep. So them and they say, yeah, we all gonna struggle in life, but that's the thing. We gotta power through. Yeah, like this just like just like they told Zordon when they sometimes wouldn't have to be at full strength. Like, well, we still gotta try. Yeah. So yep. So yep. If you love him, then he will love you. Yeah, that's the way. That's how it should be. That's how the relationship should be. I know and say you love them, they love you. Yeah. So, oh yeah, that's what I was. Oh yeah. So so the message got mixed up. Peppermint Patty went to Lucy and ended up. Yeah. And ended up that night. Her and Charlie Brown came out there. You. So there was this one night left. Charlie Brown got ready. He got up real early to catch the bus, but he fell asleep and the bus drove off. Bus, hey, bus! And he was late for school. He had to climb up the fence, and there was all this noise from him opening the door and stuff. And then the teacher, womp, womp, womp. Why am I late? Well, I was late because I missed that stupid bus. That's oh good grief. Now I done it. And he almost missed the little redhead girl, but he got a note from her. Can't wait to see you next year. So Charlie Brown has some hope, kind of, and I think that's what they drew from for the Charlie Brown movie. That and other shorts and stuff, but they drew from his little connection with the little redhead girl. So yeah, so yeah, like I say, and that's kind of another somewhat another example of life struggles. Charlie Brown, he's all like he said in the Christmas special, he wonder why things go wrong for him a lot of time, but but he keeps on trying there, and that's why there are times when he does succeed. Like his friends, everybody came through for him for the Christmas thing. He understood the true meaning of Christmas. Got the Christmas tree fixed up. He I mentioned that he won the motorcycle race. And he even though the prize was haircuts, but he still won. No, no, yeah, and I want to say I remember something else he actually won there. But I do remember the motocross and then also the CGI movie with the little redhead girl. So yeah, like I say, despite Charlie Brown's struggles, even he was able to get some victories there. So so yeah, there's always hope there. So. Yep. So yep. No. And I tell you what, and one thing I want to share before I sign out. Um, now we talk about like different TV shows and stuff like that as examples and all that. My I'm not gonna say her name, but my assistant produce manager. That's one thing. She kind of is. I mean, she's kind of cool with me and everything, but she don't be liking hearing about the different TV shows stuff like that. Be like, Gabe, I don't be knowing that they y'all is the inside you always talk about. But there's the thing. That's what I know, and that's who I am. So I mean, like I say, that's so like I say, it did. And when she said that, it did kind of. I will admit, I was a little discouraged about it for a moment, and then I thought about it for a little bit, and I realized this is who I am. I like Power Rangers and Yu Gi Oh and Digimon and Pokemon, all that. That's who I am, and like I say, people just as Sherman Klump say, people just got to accept that. I mean, I accept them as they are. They also got to do the same to me. Because like I say, I mean, I don't mind. Like say, well, Gabe, I'm not into all that, but hey, did you hear about the game last night? Okay, yeah, we'll talk about the game. Okay, and that's what or like, oh well, maybe they into. I think some of them up there at the store into a dramas and stuff like that. Okay, well, what kind of drama you look at there? So yeah, like I say, I'll do that, but one and that's accepting who that person is, but also do this, but the same as I'm doing that to you. Don't don't shun me for who I am now. No, or like, well, Gabe, you might need to change that. So yeah, so that's what I say. Uh, we can as a be who we are and accept each other for that. There, just like I say, that's what all of us should do there, and think that's we get along in this world a whole lot better. That's how even like I say, even if we have differences, it's a difference between accepting one another's differences instead of trying to like completely reprogram a person there. So yeah, so that's another thing that's important that actually does help in life there. So yeah, so that's pretty much it there. That was pretty good, and I do enjoy. I do enjoy that little talk. I mean, it went over an hour a little bit, but I did enjoy having that little conversation and everything there. Appreciate um, being just kind of chat a little bit there. I, and I noticed more people did sort of kind of came out around this time now. So looks like I'm kind of making a good time here. So like I say, who knows what might happen tomorrow? So yeah, I will be here tomorrow night. Probably the same time that I started. point somewhere between 9 and 10 o'clock there. Maybe possibly a little earlier if I can, but if not, yeah, I'll be between 9 and 10. Yeah, between 9 and 10, I'll be reading the Polar Express tomorrow. So yeah, I get my thumbnail set up for that. Um, and like I say, make sure all of y'all watching, including the ones watching the replay, definitely like, share, and subscribe. Definitely get our available books. Support us on that Patreon, just like Iceman Universe does, and you check out some of his stuff. You know, like with Hey Arnold, Ed and Eddie, Courage the Cowardly Dog, One Piece, Naruto, and Spy Family. And also support the Miracle Crew. Yours truly, King Gabe, Queen Tina, Big Sis Casey, Janara Nelson, and of course, EJ the Supreme. And also, just like you've been hanging out with us in these live streams, had a whole lot of had quite a few people hanging in here, which was real good. So just like you hang out with us in these live streams, also hang out with us in Discord or Facebook there, or both though, and some others. I got TikTok and Instagram stuff like that there, and also uh, definitely let's sell each other stuff on that Macari app. I got some stuff I need to put up on the Macari app if I can ever sit down and take a picture of it. Yeah. So yeah, do that, and we'll see y'all in the next probably live stream, which will be tomorrow night. The Polar Express. Get ready to go aboard. All aboard the Polar Express. See y'all later.